Good morning, everyone. I'm Jim Dean, President of the University of New Hampshire, and it is my great honor and privilege to welcome you on this exciting and historic day. Congratulations, graduates. I'm so proud and delighted to see you all here, and what a beautiful and breathtaking scene this is. To see you with your classmates and families, to think about how far you've come to be at UNH, to know how much you've learned, how much you've grown, and how much you've achieved. And today, to celebrate the talent and character that you bring to the world. You're an inspiration to our university community and to the entire Granite State. Thank you, graduates. You give us tremendous hope for the future, and you bring great pride to our Wildcat family. And thank you, everyone, for being here. I'd like to ask everyone to please rise as the UNH Chamber Singers lead us virtually in the national anthem, and to remain standing for virtual words of inspiration from Tim Hafner, InterVarsity Campus Minister.
Heavenly Father, we gather here today experiencing a wide range of emotions. The joy of having survived the process, the sadness of saying goodbye to community, the apprehension of the approaching unknown, the thrilling expectation of new challenges. I suspect all of those are present to some degree in every graduate gathered here today. The transitions will be as varied as the faces in the crowd. It may be a short walk across the campus to begin graduate studies. Perhaps it will be a long drive across the country to take a small first step into a long dreamed of career. It could be a journey across the globe to finally reunite with family. Father, we rejoice in the diversity of stories and the possibilities of futures yet to be revealed. We call this day commencement, a beginning, the start of something new. Ironically, for many, it feels like an ending. The world of academia is all they have known. For nearly 2 decades, they have lived a world of papers, projects, quizzes, and exams. Now, however, is the time to let go of the old so a new life can arise. We instinctively know that this is the way of things. We see it everywhere around us. In nature, unless a seed falls to the ground and dies, it remains just a seed. But if it falls to the ground, it becomes so much more than it was. For those who have the courage to let the old die, there awaits the offer of a new life that can be so much greater than what has been. So, graduates, as we move on to the formal ceremony that will send you out from here, I beg your indulgence as I pray a blessing over you. May you find yourself swept up in a cause much greater than yourself. May you come to know the all-surpassing joy and peace that comes from living a life that puts others before self. And may you come to know the one who made you, who loves you, and who desires to welcome you home. Amen.
Thank you. Please be seated. Greetings, graduates, families, and friends here and online. We're here for the most important ceremony in our graduates' academic lives, and one of the most important and joyful celebrations in the lives of your families and your loved ones. Because of the way that you've all worked together to stay safe and to stay healthy, UNH is one of the very few universities in New England where we are gathered in person with guests for commencement this year. Thank you, everyone, for making it possible for us to do that. Today, we celebrate our graduates' remarkable perseverance and success through a time of unprecedented global challenges. Congratulations. As you know, we've had to make some adjustments to our ceremony this year, including masking, distancing, testing, and limits on guests. I especially want to recognize those who gave up a seat to watch the ceremony online today. We would not be able to hold this ceremony without your support and your understanding, and we're so grateful to you. Commencement is always a time of reflection, but today's celebration is special because it grew out of challenges that tested us deeply and personally. So I would like to pause for just a moment to acknowledge those in our UNH family who suffered with COVID-19. My heart goes out to all of you. Thank you. I'd like to recognize everyone who made it possible for us to continue to deliver excellence in education online and in person, and who helped keep our campuses open throughout this academic year. But above all, of course, I'd like to recognize our graduates. Congratulations. When COVID-19 arrived in New Hampshire, it challenged every aspect of what we do at UNH, from our academic and research pursuits to campus life, student housing, the arts, athletics, and so many other areas. By the time the fall semester arrived, there were those who predicted that we would have to close UNH shortly after we welcomed students back. They wondered how we could possibly expect thousands of UNH students to actually follow our strict guidelines for public health and safety. Well, today is the answer. You made it, and I could not be prouder of you and the entire UNH community. Not only were we able to stay open and hold in-person classes, in fact, throughout the pandemic, you maintained a much lower overall rate of infection than the state of New Hampshire as a whole, and that is indeed stunning. But it should not really surprise anyone who knows you. In fact, our graduates have been essential to protecting the health of their fellow students, our campuses, and neighboring communities since the very beginning. Early in 2020, when it was clear that infection levels were skyrocketing across our state and across our nation, you rallied. On short notice, you helped your classmates pull together, pack up, and pivot to remote learning. When you returned last fall, you wore masks, you maintained social distance, you washed your hands until they were dry and chapped. Years from now, you'll still be probably finding little bottles of hand sanitizer tucked inside your winter coats. You followed our self-testing and tracing protocols. You kept your Wildcat passes up to date. Some of you even had to endure quarantine and even isolation. With rare exceptions, you kept in-person gatherings small. You found creative ways to stay connected remotely with each other, to engage in campus life, and to excel in academics. Our cleaning staff worked day and night to keep everything sanitized. Our faculty and our support staff transitioned to teaching and working from their home offices, their kitchen tables, and their living rooms. Thank you to our faculty and staff. Their dedication to your success is truly inspiring. Together, we learned about Zoom. We grew comfortable seeing each other remotely at home, and we enjoyed meeting each other's dogs and cats in the background, and sometimes in the foreground. I think they deserve a special treat today, too, so thank you for all the dogs and Wildcats out there. Among your graduating class are those who pursued research relative to COVID-19. Others worked at our testing sites and labs. You joined with faculty and staff to support the Student Emergency Assistance Fund, which helps students in dire need of housing, food, and transportation. You provided vital support to promote our public health campaign, and you rallied our student body to stay safe, to keep testing, and to watch out for one another's well-being. During this past year especially, your great energy, your creativity and hard work boosted spirits across our campus. I've seen you put on wonderful plays and concerts, fight for justice, equity, and inclusion, join online fitness programs and game nights, work to make our university more sustainable, compete successfully in athletics, winning games and even championships, share your innovative research projects and ideas, and support each other with genuine friendship. You tackled every challenge with quiet dignity, respect, and hard work. You innovated and mastered new paths to success. You found joy, and you gave us reasons to rejoice with you. You inspired each other and everyone who worked with you, certainly including me. This is the New Hampshire way. When it has to be done, we find a way to do it, and indeed you have. The degrees that you received today are the result of deep sacrifices made by you and by your parents and family, the result of years of education and research by our renowned faculty, and long hours by our dedicated staff. For the rest of your lives, you'll benefit from the academic degrees that you've earned, the challenges you've endured, and the friendships that you've made here. You have also taught us so much. Today, our university is better prepared for future success because of you. You now venture into the world as more rounded, aware, and open-minded citizens who are prepared for lifetime success. Think about the last few years. You've read great books. You've been exposed to beautiful works of music and drama. You know more about the cosmos and the diverse societies and people that shape our planet. You've learned other languages and discovered different cultures and traditions. You know enough about math, statistics, and rhetoric to find the truth in a fog of words and highly charged social media. These elements of a university education are of incalculable value. Since I'm not the keynote speaker, I'll limit my advice to just one recommendation: never stop learning. Learning will enrich your life, your career, and your relationships. It will continue to open opportunities for you. When you stop learning, an important part of your life is simply missing. So congratulations, graduates. Congratulations, families. Congratulations, friends and supporters watching at home. This is a great day for all of you. And of course, it's a great day to be a Wildcat. The graduates who sit before us today have received a world-class education from the University of New Hampshire, and I'd like to take a moment to recognize those who have provided that education. Will the members of the UNH faculty please stand to be recognized? I'm pleased to introduce Aaron Sharp, Associate Professor of Human Development and Family Studies and Chair of the Faculty Senate, who will say a few words to the graduates on behalf of the faculty. And let's have a round of applause for all of our faculty.
Good morning. A colleague recently came across a copy of the New Hampshire student writer from 1936. Inside is a poem by Ralph Cornelius Rudd, a Quaker, a conscientious objector in World War II, and a member of the UNH class of 1936. Rudd became a lawyer and later donated his body to science. His gravestone is here in Durham. Here are some lines from his poem, simply titled Class Ode. From the white colonial pride of lazy villages, sun and snow of hilltop farms, small leaves dance in April sunlight, we've gathered here. We hungered to know and understand a bigger world. For 4 years, we've lived in peace within ivied walls, and outer storms have only rippled here. Battle's challenge commands us now. With the choking want of a plenty-starved land, may we see the need and answer. May courage conquer. May our hands and brains be strong to dream our dreams and forge them into life. The first line highlights the legacy of colonialism. In fact, just 1 year later, in 1937, Columbus Day became a national holiday. It was not until this past year that UNH officially recognized this space as the traditional lands of the Abenaki, Pennacook, and Wabanaki peoples, and accordingly reframed the colonial-rooted holiday as Indigenous Peoples' Day. Place matters. As Rudd suggests, the beloved communities we form, which give our lives meaning, are always tethered to the place where we live and breathe together. Not just the dorms and dining halls, but the trees, the small leaves that dance. In this same place, you hungered to understand the world as outer storms rippled these walls. This is still a plenty-starved land, starved for the civility that you will bring, for the wisdom that you will cultivate and then pass on, for the hope that you give us today. May you see the need and answer. May your courage conquer. May your hands and brain be strong to dream your dreams and forge them into life. Congratulations to you, class of 2021.
Thank you, Erin. I'd now like to introduce Dean Michael Ferrara, Dean of the College of Health and Human Services.
Well, good morning, and thank you. And I welcome everybody today as we celebrate the class of 2021 from the College of Health and Human Services. Congratulations. This has certainly been an interesting year, having to shift the way we do most everything due to the COVID pandemic. We've all learned so many lessons, and I'm very glad that UNH has been able to continue to provide you with the high-quality educational experience that you came here for. I want to compliment each and every one of you for your perseverance, for your grit, and for your determination. For the past year and a half, our world has turned upside down, and you stuck with it. The lessons you have learned will be with you for the rest of your lives and will serve you very well. I would also like to thank President Dean and Provost Jones and our university leadership team for allowing us to hold this year's commencement in person rather than virtually. It would have been easy not to hold this event, but UNH was committed to the celebration of you, our graduates. Please join me in thanking President Dean, Provost Jones, all of our faculty and staff, and all the volunteers who made today's celebration possible. I also want to congratulate the parents and families who supported the graduates sitting here today. We certainly know you are proud of all of our graduates earning their UNH degree, so congratulations to all the families. Speaking of CHHS Pride, we're very appreciative of our faculty and staff who worked so hard this year to combine in-person instruction with online learning opportunities. Our faculty are nationally and internationally recognized for their leadership in instruction, research, and engagement. Their top priority is always to provide students with the very best educational experience. And because of that, today you all graduate fully prepared for your careers in health and human services. I would like to specifically recognize and congratulate two faculty members who received university awards this year. They are Dr. John Wilcox from the Department of Occupational Therapy, who received the Outstanding Teaching Award, and Dr. Erin Sharp from the Department of Human Development and Family Studies for the Excellence in Public Service. So congratulations to our faculty, staff. And today's also a celebration of the College of Health and Human Services as we commemorate 50 years. We had to delay our celebration 1 year due to COVID, but the college was founded in 1969 as a School of Health Studies with 4 academic departments. They were nursing, occupational therapy, men's and women's physical education, and medical lab sciences, which is now part of CULSA. Over the years, our college grew, adding recreation management and policy in 1971, communication science and disorders in 1973, the Department of Social Work and the Department of Health Management and Policy, both in 1975, and Human Development and Family Studies in 1987. 50 years after our founding, we are thriving as a college, sending to the world graduates who are dedicated to improving lives and supporting the health of our communities. Each of you are sought after for your knowledge, for your work ethic, and for your sound decision-making. But what sets the HH students apart, though, is your compassion. I've heard many stories of you helping others in times of need, not just during COVID, but providing your advice and support, a willing ear to listen, and most importantly, helping to solve problems. Some examples are the social work and occupational therapy departments collaborating to provide behavioral health services. Human Development Family Studies is well known for her work developing a model for early childhood education in New Hampshire. Kinesiology works to understand how physical activity influences health and well-being. Health management policy promotes better use of data for healthcare decision-making. Recreation management policy expands access and reduces barriers for healthy recreation across the settings. Communication science and disorders research and innovation helps people with speech, language, and hearing impairment. And nursing. They have played a vital role this year in UNH's COVID response with testing, contact tracing, and administering vaccines to scores of faculty, students, and New Hampshire residents. Our motto is, we rise by lifting others. Your compassion is paramount and does not go unnoticed by others. My philosophy is people don't care how much you know, they want to know how much you care. And you, the class of 2021, epitomize that philosophy. In sports and in the arts, we show our appreciation for a great play, an outstanding catch, a wonderful performance by giving a standing ovation. Would everyone please rise and join me in giving the class of 2021 a standing ovation for their grit, their perseverance, Thank you. And graduates, I wish you all the very best as you leave UNH and become the next generation of health and human services leaders. Congratulations to the class of 2020.
He meant 2021. It's a long week. I'd now like to welcome outgoing student body president Nicholas Fitzgerald, a member of the class of 2021, majoring in political science and history, and Nick will introduce our keynote speaker.
Good morning, Wildcats. How does it feel to finally be here? For me, it's been a huge relief, though it is a little terrifying. We've had one crazy journey to get into these seats, wearing these robes, and of course wearing these crazy-looking hats. Given the year we've had, it's hard to imagine the good that came from our time here in Wildcat Country. We forget the spirited games and the maskless socials. And I'll be the first to say senior year is not how I would have imagined it. But instead of looking at the letdowns of the past, we should always focus on the successes and brighter times. Look back to your first year here on campus. We had no idea what life would throw at us. Many of us came from small towns and have never seen so many people in one place. Some of us came from far away, and this would be their first time away from home, hundreds of miles. And some of us had this idea that we would be friends with our high school companions all through college, only to watch those friendships shift and change. These were really scary times, but we grew from them, and we conquered those fears. We learned that even with more people, the community could still feel small, that homesickness could be treated by making this place your home. And we also learned that we can create new friendships, and these friendships could be lasting. We learned all of that just our freshman year. Now look back at this past year. We have done the impossible. How many people told you we would never be here in person receiving our diplomas? We built a successful testing system. We made virtual living actually work, and that was really hard. When challenges were presented, we stood tall and kept pushing forward. Sure, we made mistakes. Maybe we got a little too creative about our social distancing, but we're only human. You can ask any professor and staff member if they could have done what we did at the age of 21, 22, or 23. I'll give you a hint. They'll probably tell you no. We look beyond this year to our futures post-graduation, yet another scary moment. There's housing to figure out, bills to pay, jobs to find, actual adulting. It's kind of terrifying again. But just like our first years and just like this year, we will overcome that fear. If we survived 2020, we can survive anything. I couldn't be a prouder member of this class, and as cheesy as it is to say, I truly do believe that today is a great day to be a Wildcat. And now, I'm honored to introduce our commencement speaker, Wolf Blitzer. In 1972, Blitzer joined the Reuters news agency based out of Tel Aviv, Israel, and served as a Washington, D.C. correspondent for the Jerusalem Post for the next 15 years. In 1990, he joined CNN as a military affairs correspondent and then became senior White House correspondent during the Clinton administration. Since then, he has been an anchor for many CNN programs, including Late Night with Wolf Blitzer Reports, and of course, The Situation Room. Recently, he has anchored CNN's extended coverage of the pandemic. Throughout his year, Blitzer has interviewed multiple U.S. presidents and many international leaders. Please give it up for Wolf Blitzer.
Hello to the graduates of the University of New Hampshire. I'm Wolf Blitzer, and at least for the next few minutes, you are in the Situation Room. This is a wonderful situation for me to be in today, addressing all of you on this truly momentous occasion. Congratulations. It's a huge accomplishment to receive a diploma from a respected school like this one. And you did it after one of the most challenging years in modern history. It's been a very scary and dangerous time for everyone. You have much to be proud of, especially in the way you adopted to these extraordinary times, virtual classes, hybrid classes, but you did it, and you did it well. And you are coming out of it smarter and wiser and knowing that you can pass the toughest of tests, and you can do it on Zoom if necessary. I also want to congratulate your parents and your grandparents, brothers and sisters, uncles and aunts, friends and loved ones who supported you through it all. Job well done. And of course, we all thank the wonderful faculty and staff of the University of New Hampshire. You have done amazing work teaching and guiding these students, demonstrating your dedication and your creativity. Let's give you a big round of applause. Bravo to everyone who helped these graduates get where they are today. However unique and even frightening it has been, one thing is true. You will have stories to share for many years to come. If we've learned anything over the past year, it's that we all need each other. I wish we could be together right now. These virtual graduation ceremonies are good, but it would be so much better if we were sitting and standing next to each other, seeing each other laugh, sometimes even cry during an emotional moment. Maybe even take a few selfies in the process. I would also know, and this is important, I would also know if you were laughing at my jokes. But since I do have some experience speaking to a camera, I'm hoping you can see that when I'm being genuine, when I tell you I am so very proud of you, so very honored to share this special day with you, I am being totally sincere. Each night here on CNN, I get to ask questions of presidents, members of Congress, world leaders, and everyday heroes. But today, I want to at least try to answer a few questions you may have about what comes next in your lives and share some of my modest advice for your journey ahead. Before we go any further, though, I want to answer one of the most important questions you are probably asking yourselves right now. Yes, Wolf is my real name. Now on to the advice. Let's be honest. You are heading onto a very uncertain world. You face hurdles, but you also face unique opportunities as hopefully the pandemic eases and life gets back to at least some semblance of normal. The best lessons I've learned that I want to share with you today come from my parents. They also faced unique challenges when they were young. My parents were immigrants. They came to the United States shortly after World War II. Their parents were killed by the Nazis in concentration camps during the war. But they survived and eventually got visas to come to the United States. They settled in Buffalo, New York. It wasn't easy. They struggled with a new language and new jobs, but they were smart and determined, and they worked very hard, and they did just fine. They had endured unthinkable loss and suffering, but they were so grateful for the chance to build a new life. They were so grateful to this country for all it had to offer. They were among the most patriotic Americans I have ever known. We had an American flag flying outside our house all the time. Our country is a country of immigrants, and that's one reason why I believe it's the greatest country in the world. Through my parents' words and their example, they taught me to be persistent, to work hard, be fair, be kind, be generous, be smart, and to be thankful. The lessons I learned from my parents and the lessons you have learned from your parents, they sometimes seem like old-fashioned values in a changing and very complicated world, but they still apply, and they can help you accomplish your dreams. I know they helped me accomplish mine. My parents always made my older sister and me watch the evening news and then discuss the major headlines. They were news junkies, although I don't think that term was used in those days. It was before there was CNN, before there was 24/7 cable news. So it should have come as no surprise that I too emerged as someone obsessed with the news. But unlike my parents, I decided to be a professional news junkie, otherwise known as a journalist. When I told my parents about my decision, they were skeptical, they were a little worried. At one point, my dad asked a question. Some of you parents probably will relate. He asked, "Can you make a living being a journalist?" I didn't know the answer. I decided, though, to follow my passion anyway, not because I thought it would bring me more fame or success or financial rewards, but because I wanted to do what I loved. So you can only imagine how fortunate I was to find myself after graduate school in an actual journalistic career. I got a job with the Reuters news agency, and they trained me to become a journalist. And after all these years, I am still doing it, and I still love doing it. I know that at the end of every day, I'll be a little bit smarter, and I'm so grateful to CNN for these past 31 years on the job reporting the news. So I encourage you to think about your personal interests, what you love doing the most. Think about how you might be able to perhaps combine that personal interest and passion with a career. It's not always easy or even possible. Sometimes you have to sacrifice to make a living, especially these days. But if you can combine your passion and your career, you may be more successful at that career. And like me, you will wake up every morning looking forward to going to work. Like your parents, no doubt, my parents were firm believers in education. They fully understood how important it is in one's life. They pushed me hard, sometimes when I clearly wanted to do something else. But they, of course, were right. And like all of you, I graduated from a state university. And like all of you, I am so appreciative of the wonderful education I received, mine at the State University of New York at Buffalo, and later at the Johns Hopkins School of Advanced International Studies here in Washington. The professors I had were so instrumental in helping shape my education and my career, and indeed my life. What I learned during those 4 undergraduate years was so significant in pointing me in the eventual direction. And what I learned during those years is certainly with me today. All these years later, whether in history, political science, economics, and so much more. In the years to come, you will look back at the education you received during these years at the University of New Hampshire, and you will say, thanks. Remember, your education doesn't end when you get your diploma. In fact, it's only just beginning. I urge you to get the news from credible and reliable sources. Keep learning and getting facts from any and every trusted, credible source of information. The American people have a right and a duty to get information and news, especially when it comes to our government leaders and decision makers. They have a right to know the facts, to understand the science. The Founding Fathers believed an informed electorate is a prerequisite for democracy that's truer than ever right now. These have been very trying times here in the United States, and not just because of the coronavirus pandemic. I've been a reporter here in Washington for a long time, but I never thought I would see what happened at the U.S. Capitol on January 6th, as the halls of democracy and the truth about the election were attacked. I believe we all need to work hard to find solutions and common ground, to stop calling names, and to work together. From my perspective, compromise is not a dirty word. No matter where you stand politically or however you may view the news media, please know this. The same lessons of fairness and kindness I mentioned a moment ago are the values my colleagues and I work to uphold every single day with every single story, to give our viewers the facts they need to know to make an informed decision, even if they don't like those facts. We take our responsibility as journalists very seriously. Are we perfect? No. We certainly make mistakes, and when we do, we always try to correct them. Our goal is to report the news fairly and accurately, to inform the people in a responsible way, and in the process, hold our elected officials accountable. We do it because we want to make sure people like you are informed and ready to take the mantle to lead our country. A lot is riding on your generation to help make this country and this planet a better place. We have seen young Americans take the forefront on so many of the toughest issues we face, from gun violence to racial justice to climate change. Again, whatever your politics, you have power right now to affect change. You have the right to vote. Use it. Our democracy will not survive without you. Among you sit our future leaders, presidents, members of Congress, but also school board members and city council chairs, and the ultimate influencers, parents. We won't be our best without you showing up, working hard, practicing your craft, and treating everyone fairly and with kindness. So what's the breaking news from my remarks? Wolf Blitzer still listens to his parents. Even though they are no longer with us, their values are with me every day. Values I have shared with my family and even with members of our show team. Most, if not all of them, can quote some of my father's favorite words of wisdom. So if you're fortunate enough to have parents like mine, this would be a good time, a good day to say thanks or hug them if you can do it safely. Let's hope next year's graduation ceremonies are all in person the way it should be. And let's hope this coronavirus pandemic is history by next year. Once again, I want to personally congratulate the parents and grandparents and all the loved ones, the faculty and the staff, and especially the graduates. You are the stars. You have been educated. You have been tested. You have shown your resilience during a global pandemic. Now, you are ready for whatever comes your way. There's a lot for you to do, and yes, still a lot for you to learn, lessons many of you will share with your children and grandchildren someday. I wish all of today's graduates nothing but the very, very best. Now go forth, get your degrees. We are all so very proud of you, and we are counting on you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Wolf Blitzer. We'll now be introducing the recipients of the honorary degrees and Granite State Awards.
President Dean, I have the honor to present to you the recipients of the 2 honorary degrees and 1 Granite State Award for the class of 2021. Our recipients were unable to join us here today, but I had the pleasure of presenting them with their awards earlier this spring. Wolf Blitzer, currently the anchor of the Situation Room with Wolf Blitzer on CNN, you began your career with the Reuters news agency in Tel Aviv, Israel, in 1972. You then moved to Washington, D.C., where you were a correspondent for the Jerusalem Post, reporting from the nation's capital for more than 15 years. In 1990, you joined CNN as the network's military affairs correspondent at the Pentagon. As CNN's senior White House correspondent, you covered President Bill Clinton from the November 1992 election until 1999, when you became anchor of CNN's Sunday Public Affairs program, Late Edition, with Wolf Blitzer. Throughout your career, you have interviewed some of history's most notable figures, including U.S. Presidents Barack Obama, George W. Bush, Bill Clinton, George H.W. Bush, Ronald Reagan, Jimmy Carter, and Gerald Ford. You also have interviewed many foreign leaders, including the Dalai Lama, Pakistani President Asif Ali Zahedi, former Soviet President Mikhail Gorbachev, former British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher, and former President of South Africa, President Nelson Mandela. Among other awards, you have been recognized with the Saul Tishoff Award for Excellence in Broadcast Journalism by the National Press Foundation, the Distinguished Leonard Zeidenberg First Amendment Award from the Radio and Television Digital News Foundation, the Journalist Pillar of Justice Award from the Respect for Law Alliance, and the Daniel Pearl Award for the Chicago Press Veterans Association. You were part of teams that received a George Foster Peabody Award for Hurricane Katrina coverage, an Alfred I. DuPont Award for coverage of the tsunami disaster in Southeast Asia, and an Edward R. Murrow Award for CNN's coverage of the September 11th terrorist attacks. Additionally, you are the recipient of an Emmy Award from the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences and a Golden Cable ACE from the National Academy of Cable Programming. You've authored 2 books, Between Washington and Jerusalem, A Reporter's Notebook, and Territory of Lies. Wolf Blitzer, on behalf of President Dean, by virtue of the authority vested in him by the Board of Trustees of the University System in New Hampshire, I bestow upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa, with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Is there anything you'd like to say on receiving the award?
I'd like to say how honored I am, how thrilled I am that you have made this decision. It is really a great moment in my career, in my life. I love the university. I love everyone who's there. I wish we could be celebrating in person right now as opposed to virtually, but I promise one of these days when things get back to some semblance of real normality, I'll come up there, we'll all get together, and I'll be able to personally celebrate this occasion. It is a great flattering moment for me and my family, and I'm grateful to the university. Thank you so much.
Well, we look forward to welcoming you back to the Granite State as soon as we can. Thank you, Wolf.
Thank you very much.
Martin Klein. In 1962, while a senior at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, you first experimented with technology that would result in you becoming known as the father of side-scan sonar. Technology that has been used in underwater searches to locate the USS Thresher, the first nuclear submarine to be lost in the ocean depths, the RMS Titanic shipwreck, whose location your expertise and side-scan sonar design pinpointed, and the wreckage of the Space Shuttle Challenger, among others. In 1967, after working at defense contractor Edgerton, Gurmison, Grier, you founded Klein Associates, now Klein Marine Systems, in the basement of your rented cottage in Lexington, Massachusetts, before moving it to Salem, New Hampshire the following year. Klein Marine Systems, the world's leading supplier of side-scan sonar equipment and waterside security and surveillance systems, is a founding member of the UNH Center for Coastal and Ocean Mapping Joint Hydrographic Center. You have a long history of service to UNH. Sea Grant to the university's Engineering Technology Department and to its early efforts in ocean engineering and the development of autonomous underwater vehicles. Martin Klein, on behalf of President Dean, by virtue of the authority vested in him by the Board of Trustees of the University System of New Hampshire, I bestow upon you the degree Doctor of Humane Letters. Dr. Mayer, would you please join me on stage to hood Dr. Klein? There we go. I'm going to give you this. Congratulations. And then we're going to do the hood. Up and over. Nice job, Dr. Mayer. Very well done.
Wow.
Marty, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Yvonne Goldsberry, since September 2015, you have been president of the Endowment for Health, a nonprofit foundation dedicated to improving the health of New Hampshire residents that, during the last 20 years, awarded more than 1,300 grants totaling more than $50 million to support a wide range of health-related programs and projects. Before joining EFH, you served as Vice President of Population Health and Clinical Integration for Cheshire Medical Center, Dartmouth Hitchcock, and Keene. You are known as the architect of a nationally recognized Healthy Monadnock, a regional partnership of community leaders united in the goal of improving community health in the Monadnock region. You have previously served at the New Hampshire Department of Health and Human Services, Keene's Home Healthcare Hospice and Community Services, the Washington Business Group on Health, and the George Washington University Center for Healthy Policy Research. You are also on the Carsey Board of Public Policy Advisory Board and the Board of Directors of Goodwill Northern New England. Representing New Hampshire on the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston Community Development Advisory Council and serve as an incorporator of the New Hampshire Mutual Bank Corp. Yvonne P. Goldsberry, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University System of New Hampshire, I bestow upon you the Granite State Award, an honor reserved for those who have made exceptional contributions to the state of New Hampshire and its citizens. Congratulations. There's a nice citation that lays out what the board is bestowing you with. And a little bit of granite for your Granite State Award. Is there anything you'd like to say?
Thank you so much, University of New Hampshire.
Thank you, everyone. Our honorees will always be proud members of the class of 2021. We would also like to acknowledge Rogers Johnson, who also received a Granite State Award posthumously this year. We'll now continue with the recognition of our graduates. Graduates, please follow the instructions of the faculty marshals and stand when they ask you to do so. Now, we normally shake hands with graduates for the photo, and it's up to you whether you want to do that today. As you decide, you should know that Dean Ferrara and I will both be wearing gloves and there's hand sanitizer available by the stage. If you would prefer not to shake hands, we'll simply stand next to you for the photo.
Grayson Lightman, University Honors Program, Presidential Scholar, and Class Marshal. Alexandra Tobak, Presidential Scholar and Class Marshal. Caitlin Ahern, University Scholar. Peter Ahonen. Bryce Aldrich. Kayla Amaral, Presidential Scholar. Callie Andretti, University Scholar. Tia Annunziata. Anne Archer, University Scholar. Juliana Astor. Johanna Alward, University Scholar. Miranda Bacon, University Scholar. Kira Badger, University Scholar. Paige Bagley. Hannah Balfour, Presidential Scholar. Alexandra Barbalet, University Scholar. Jenna Barlow, University Scholar. Cassidy Barnes. Kayla Barretto, University Scholar. Sophia Barter, University Scholar. Anne Bartholomew. Natalie Bachelder. Nicole Batista. Haley Baxter, University Scholar. Cameron Beck, University Scholar. Rachel Buddard, University Scholar. Sarah Belmont, University Scholar. Tatum Benish, University Scholar. Hannah Benson, University Scholar. Heidi Benson, University Scholar. Avery Berry, University Scholar. Natalie Bershad. Zachary Beamer. Megan Bickford. Emma Blair, University Honors Program, Presidential Scholar. Simon Blaisdell. Natalie Bloom, University Scholar. Louisa Bonfim, University Scholar. Bailey Boucher, University Scholar. Carisha Burke, University Scholar. Monica Bouvet. Logan Boyce, University Scholar. Jillian Boyle. Catherine Brennan. What's that? Haley Bridgman. Jocelyn Brissett. Kyle Brooks. Robin Faye Brown Morrison, University Scholar. Julia Bushell, University Honors Program, Presidential Scholar. Kaylin Booswell, Presidential Scholar. Noah Butensky. Gina Buzetta. Julia Cadell, University Scholar. Emma Kale, University Scholar. Emma Calistri, University Scholar. Christina Calkins, Presidential Scholar. Anna Calzini. Catherine Canonico, University Scholar. Grace Capuccio, University Scholar. Tony Cardine. Caitlin Carroll, University Scholar. Lindsay Carroll, University Scholar. Megan Carroll. Alexandra Carulli. Molly Caruso. Muhammad Sesko, Presidential Scholar. Jenna Seta. Taylor Chafe, University Scholar. Holly Chansey, University Scholar. Anna Chilalfi, University Honors Program, University Scholar. Lucy Clark, University Scholar. Lauren Cleveland. Cassie Klickener. Elena Clifford, University Scholar. Kirsten Clow. Julia Cucuzzo. Aileen Cohen, Presidential Scholar. Rachel Collins. Isabella Connolly. Jocelyn Connor, Presidential Scholar. Amanda Cook, University Scholar. Michael Cooper. Abigail Corsi. Maya Kuykendall, University Honors Program, Presidential Scholar. Alexis Crawford. Emma Rose Swakil. Benjamin Dale. Catherine Del Monte, University Scholar. Sarah Damon, University Scholar. Isabel Danahy, University Scholar. Elizabeth Danis. Kara Dargan. Jessica Davis, University Scholar. Kelsey Dawson, University Scholar. Sydney DeSantis. Kendra DeLay. Julia Dilcali. Elizabeth DeMayo, University Scholar. Althea Devereaux, University Honors Program, University Scholar. Mackenzie Dias. Lauren Diggin, University Scholar. Christina Dilio, University Scholar. Riley Dion, University Scholar. Victoria Dobritsky, Presidential Scholar. Avery Dodson. Jade Doherty, University Scholar. Reagan Doherty. Kayla Donadio, University Scholar. Hayden Doan, Presidential Scholar. Connor Donegan. Connor Donlin. Jillian Donnelly, University Scholar. Daniel Donovan. Catherine Duty. Angela Dow, Presidential Scholar. Holly Doyle, University Scholar. Rose Dudall, University Scholar. Catherine Duffy, Presidential Scholar. Kathleen Duhame. Madeline Doan. Catherine Dwyer, University Honors Program, Presidential Scholar. Emily Egan. Sarah Elmendorf. Brian Espinette. Emily Fabiano. Catherine Farino. Faith Farnham, University Honors Program, Presidential Scholar. Jillian Federico. Julia Ferreira, University Scholar. Patricia Fiulik. Abigail Flagel, University Scholar. Sarah Fortier. Brooke Foster, University Scholar. Morgan Friday, University Scholar. Emma Fuini, Presidential Scholar. Tucker Fernbach. Hannah Furness, University Scholar. Amanda Gachicha, University Scholar. Catherine Gallagher, Presidential Scholar. Samantha Ganji. Hannah Garfinkel, University Scholar. Nevin Gady. Jenna Gosher. Lauren Govan. Elizabeth Jeffroy, Presidential Scholar. Catherine George. Jenny Jackalone, University Scholar. Taylor Jambuso. Emily Gibney, Presidential Scholar. Octavia Gularowicz, University Scholar. Sophia Gilotti, University Scholar. Riley Gilmore, University Scholar. Brianna Jang, University Scholar. Sarah Gironi. Rebecca Goldberg. Sierra Good. Caitlin Gray. Mune Niza Ang. Alyssa O'Donnell, Staff Sergeant, Active Duty, Army National Guard. Emily Gulas. Samantha Greer. Callie Grimm. Rebecca Greengary. Alex Grobe, Presidential Scholar. Madison Girton, University Scholar. Nicole Hamilton. Claire Hamford, University Scholar. Emma Hanley, University Scholar. Kaylee Harcrow. Christopher Hardy. Colleen Hardy, University Scholar. Elise Haradun, University Scholar. Jaden Harris, University Scholar. Montana Harris. Caitlin Hartman, University Scholar. Alexandra Heckel. Elizabeth Henry. Alexa Hirsch, University Scholar. Rachel Horost. Chloe Holowachuk. Olivia Holt Shannon, University Scholar. Courtney Hule. Brianna Hurston, University Scholar. Tessa Houston. Billy Howard. Josephine Hoyt. Thomas Hughes. Kaylee Heineck, University Scholar. Megan Irving. Allie Jakes, University Scholar. Julia Jankowski, University Scholar. Carly Jansen. Callie Javinas. Heather Johnson, University Scholar. Lindsay Johnson. Paige Johnson. Jace Jones, University Scholar. Renee Jones. Hannah Joyce. Brianna Judkins, University Honors Program, Presidential Scholar. Amanda Kagan, University Scholar. Ariana Casos, Presidential Scholar. Mary Kavanaugh. Molly Keefe, University Scholar. Elizabeth Keenan. Madison Kefferston. Alyssa Kellard, University Scholar. Lindsay Kenny, University Scholar. Allison Keogh. Katie Kerrigan, University Scholar. Jamie Kimball McInturf, University Scholar. Casey Kingman. Aaron Kinsella, University Scholar. Kaylee Kinsey. Elizabeth Kipp, Presidential Scholar. Amanda Clayman. Jonathan Countour. Jillian Colbert, University Scholar. Kylie Cratchwell, University Scholar.
U.S. Army National Guard at the end.
Taylor Kadurka, University Scholar, U.S. Army National Guard. Alyssa Keeney, Presidential Scholar. Miranda Labonte.
I'm a university scholar, but I didn't write it. Sorry.
Shannon Lambert, University Scholar. Kayla Lanigan. Haley Langton. Nicole Lanowet. Madison Laurent, University Honors Program, Presidential Scholar. Jillian Leahy. Isabella LeBeau, Presidential Scholar. Victoria Lemieux, Presidential Scholar. Emily Langell, University Scholar. Emma Levinson. Victoria Lavoshko, University Scholar. Brooke Linnell, University Scholar. Grace Laporto, University Scholar. Courtney Louisel. Emily Ludwig. Jacqueline Lupinski. Alexandra McQueen. Caroline Mahoney, Presidential Scholar. Katie Maidment. Kinsale Maloney, University Scholar. Jenica Monesto. Joseph Marinacci, University Scholar. Kara Marshall, University Scholar. Talia Martin, University Scholar. Travis Martin, University Scholar. Angelina Martinez, University Scholar. Hannah McCall, University Scholar. Rebecca McCann, Presidential Scholar. Ryan McCormick. Christopher McCoy. Seth McCullough. Nicole McDonald. Colleen McDonough, University Scholar. Emily McDowell. Madeline McGuire. Ryan McIntyre. Megan McLaren, University Scholar. Morgan McLaughlin. Rose McNiff, University Scholar. Jaden Medeiros. Tyler Mednikoff. Allison Menard. Grace Middleton, University Scholar. Hannah Miller, Presidential Scholar. Jared Manassian. Isabel Matullo, University Scholar. Grace Mahler. Jack Moriarty. Sydney Morrison, University Scholar. Alexander Maury, University Scholar. Emily Morse, Presidential Scholar. Paige Mosher, University Scholar. Nathan Mott, University Scholar. Madison Muha, University Scholar. Lily Emure. Julia Malhall. Hannah Mulaney. Megan Mundi. Ashlyn Murphy, University Scholar. Caitlin Murphy, Presidential Scholar. Aaron Murtaugh, University Scholar. Jillian Nahr. Lauren Nadeau, University Scholar. Brittany Nagler. Elise Nelson, Presidential Scholar. Hannah Newbold, University Scholar. Jacqueline Newton. Caitlin Newton, University Scholar. Julia Noblet, Presidential Scholar. Olivia Nordstrom. Quinn Normando, University Scholar. Tannen O'Brien, University Honors Program, Presidential Scholar. Kristen O'Connell, University Scholar. Mary O'Donnell, University Scholar. Katrina O'Doherty. Grace O'Halloran, University Scholar. Paige O'Halloran. Justice O'Hannon, University Scholar. Jenna Olivia. Jennifer O'Neill. Carly Wallet. Caitlin Page, University Scholar. Joseph Page. Ben Palmer. Julia Panico. Haley Peony. Amy Paquette. Sarah Para, University Presidential Scholar. Sarah Parenti. Kyle Parker. Julia Passanisi, University Scholar. Emma Patlovich. Sabrina Patterson, Presidential Scholar. Sydney Price. Kendall Pollock. Catherine Penland. Sydney Perlowski. Rachel Perrin, University Scholar. Christopher Peroni, University Scholar. Hannah Perry. Lauren Perry. Sean Petipa. Timothy Petipa. Julia Petrarchik. Serena Phillips, University Scholar. Jacqueline Pia, University Scholar. Francesca Pacici, University Scholar. Danielle Pico, University Honors Program, University Scholar. Hannah Pogonowski. Courtney Palazzata. Emily Porter. Sarah Prozinski, University Scholar. Rebecca Prue. Sarah Proker. Taylor Purcell, University Scholar. Michael Quealy. Olivia Raphael, University Scholar. Ariana Ragucci. Lillian Raposa. Brianna Rash. Aaron Reardon. Julia Reed. Hannah Reinfrank, University Scholar. Kaylee Remming, University Scholar. Casey Rhodes. Olivia Rice. Sydney Rice. Danielle Richard. Brooke Richardson. Carly Rita, University Honors Program, Presidential Scholar. Audrey Rivers. Carrie Rober. Katrina Rocco. William Rolfe. Hannah Roth, University Scholar. Emily Rothman. Joshua Rotman. Jenna Roy, University Scholar. Lucas Rubio. Casey Ryan. Madeline Centura, University Scholar. Emily Sanville, University Scholar. Elsie Sasaski, University Scholar. Abby Scanlon, University Scholar. Bridget Scanlon, University Scholar. Kelly Schnell, University Honors Program, University Scholar. Jacob Scopiliadis, University Honors Program, Presidential Scholar. Mandy Scully, Presidential Scholar. Caitlin Siemens, University Honors Program, Presidential Scholar. Madalena Samarato, Presidential Scholar. Charlie Sealer, University Scholar. Julia Shangra, University Scholar. Jeremy Shaw. Robert Shea. McLean Shea. Aaron Shell, University Scholar. Jordan Shipatofsky, University Scholar. Molly Shoemaker. Kristen Short, University Honors Program, Presidential Scholar. Jack Sickles. Allison Silva. Nicholas Silvestro, University Scholar. Reese Sipala. Brianna Slavin. Jenna Smart, University Scholar. Chloe Smith. Jamie Smith, University Scholar. Jesse Smith, Presidential Scholar. Madison Smith, University Honors Program, Presidential Scholar. Emma Smith. Casey Snyder, Presidential Scholar. Patrick Spain. Caitlin St. Denis. Andrew St. Hours. Kay Stanton. Campbell Stevens, University Scholar. Benjamin Emerson. Emily Stewart, University Scholar. Samantha Stewart, University Scholar. Hannah Strohschneider, University Scholar. Alexandria Stroop, University Scholar, New Hampshire Air National Guard. Kara Sullivan, University Scholar. Jenna Sweeney, University Scholar. Catherine Sweeney, University Scholar. Olivia Swimner. Carrie Swartikoff, University Scholar. Vincent Tabola. Bree Tarmy. Jessica Taylor, Presidential Scholar. Allison Testa, Presidential Scholar. Haley Tilton, University Scholar. Jenna Tingley. Kyla T. Youngson, University Scholar. Amanda Torres. Tegan Trant, University Scholar. Krista Tremblay. Jordan Tucker. Caroline Turner, University Scholar. Nicholas Tviter. Miller Tyrell. Catherine Van Buskirk, University Scholar. Leslie Velasquez. Kristen Walker, University Honors Program, University Scholar. Catherine Rose Wallace. Aaron Walsh. Alyssa Walter, University Scholar. Jessica Ward. Nathan Ward. Kelsey Waterman, University Scholar. Caitlin Weeks. Abigail White. Elizabeth Whitehouse. Abigail Wilson. Caroline Wilson, University Scholar. Noah Wachowski. Molly Martell Wyman, University Scholar. Leah Weiner, Presidential Scholar. Kate Zovko, University Scholar. Miranda Zuba, Presidential Scholar. Molly Zucker.
And now, for the conferral of degrees, will Dean Ferrara come forward to present your candidates?
Will the faculty, class marshals, and candidates for the Bachelor of Arts and the Bachelor of Science degree and a College in Health and Human Services please rise? President Dean, it is my pleasure and privilege to present to you the bachelor degree candidates from the College of Health and Human Services.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the University System of New Hampshire, I am honored to confer upon each of you the appropriate associate's or bachelor's degree with all the rights, honors, and privileges pertaining thereto.
Will the class marshals now lead our graduates in moving their tassels from the right to the left side of the mortarboard? Will the faculty and graduates please be seated?
I would now like to virtually introduce Heidi Dufour Ames, President of the University of New Hampshire Alumni Association. Heidi, I'm pleased to present the newest UNH alumni, the graduates of the class of 2021.
Congratulations, UNH Class of 2021. On behalf of all UNH alumni, it is my great honor to congratulate you on your graduation from UNH. In your years at UNH, you excelled, whether in your studies, through research, internships, or service, on the field, the ice, or the stage, in student leadership or other student activities. You competed hard, led by example, and contributed immensely to this great university. While you may find this time both exciting and scary, I'm here today to tell you that you never really leave UNH behind. UNH and its proud and distinguished alumni will always be by your side, ready to support you in all of your pursuits and endeavors. Wherever you go, whatever you do, remember how UNH helped make it possible. And whenever called upon, remember to pay it forward. Because it is you, the UNH alumni, that make this place the great university it is. I am here to officially welcome you to the family. We are 140,000 strong and spread out around the globe. I have no doubt that at some point your paths will cross with one or more of us in valuable and unexpected ways. I encourage you to seek out those opportunities, and I will let you in on a little secret. The lines, "What was your major?" and "Where did you live freshman year?" still work when you're an alum. Some of my most treasured friendships with UNH graduates started with one of those two questions. As you celebrate your life successes now and in the future, we hope you remember how your UNH family supported and guided you during your UNH years. Please stay connected and engaged with your alma mater. At this time, I would like to ask my fellow UNH alumni in the audience and on the platform to stand. University of New Hampshire Class of 2021, your fellow UNH alumni enthusiastically congratulate you on your accomplishments and your graduation. For your years on campus, you have been UNH students. For the rest of your lives, you will be UNH alumni. Welcome. President Dean, at this time, I am pleased to induct into the University of New Hampshire Alumni Association the graduates of the UNH Class of 2021. Congratulations to you all.
At this time, I'd like to ask everyone to please rise and join us as the UNH Chamber Singers lead us in the singing of the Alma Mater. Thank you for that. Congratulations again. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Congratulations again to each of you, the class of 2021. I encourage you to remember, share, and honor the story of your time at UNH. You will forever be a proud part of the UNH family. Thank you for giving us so much to celebrate today, and thank you to everyone. At this time, as we close the ceremony, we ask that you remain in your seats while the platform party recesses. Congratulations.
Thank you.